Hi everybody, this is Paul from SurtismGaming, and today I am looking at Roblox game Block Tycoon. Now this is the fourth episode in the series of videos, and in the first one I taught you how to build a basic block from cobblestone up to the highest value item, and showed you a pretty slow version of leveling up, of how to get some money. In the second video I looked at the tree farms and how to make a basic tree farm, how to upgrade it from the basic cut wood up to the most valuable item there, which is just there. And then in the third video I showed you how to make a more advanced block farm, which takes up a lot of space and is a lot quicker to level up, and mentioned that this is the way I normally start them. So videos 1 was the very basic stuff of how to make a cobblestone farm, video number 2 was the tree farm, and video number 3 was the super block farms, and I like to call it. So now I'm looking at video 4, and I'm going to look at how to start with the wheat farms, but I'm also going to teach you a few other parts about why I do things the way I do. So first of all, I'm going to buy this piece of land. It's only $5,000 and I've got plenty of money, so that's fine. And I'm going to get some of this mud or soil up, and there is a reason to my madness, and I shall explain it to you. I will be making raised farms. Now what you can do is to do it the simplest way. You can go on, pay $1 million, and you can buy a ready-made farm, which is great. But isn't always the quickest way of building it up, and then you've got to worry about having it located properly and getting it organised. So what I prefer to do is I prefer to make my own, and I do it in a way that it's future-proofed a little bit for when we make a lot more money. So let me show you what I do. I found that there are 15 blocks in each one of these rows. So I think they're mostly 15 by 15s. And what I'm after are 30 blocks to make a start. So I am doing it in a very prescribed manner, and I will explain why. So just to start, let's get this underway. Okay, so we've got the 30 blocks. I'm going to build it just over here. Now a farm works by looking at a 3 by 3 area using a farmer device. So what I want to do is raise it slightly. So I'll start from there. 1, 2, 3, and then that goes there. We can then place mud there. I'm doing another one just slightly at diagonal, and there. I'm putting mud on each of those. These will be the blocks where we put the farms on top, and then we want a 3 by 3 block behind them. So 1, 2, 3, going dead from the middle, and then from the back 1, 2, 3. Same again on the other side, starting at the back 1, 2, 3, and the second one. 1, 2, 3, aiming from the back again, 1, 2, 3, from this side, 1, 2, 3, and the last side that we're doing for now, 1, 2, 3, starting from the back, 1, 2, 3, and last part of this, I call it a flower pattern, which probably not quite descriptive enough, but when you look at it from above you can see that it kind of points into the middle. From that middle I tend to use the conveyor belts so that is dead center, then that's that part, and then 1, 2, 3. Then I ask it to go one more back and then put the cash block there. So by now you should have another cash block or two, because they tend to get an extra one at $1 million. So to build a farm, you go into your C section there, and it's down further, and you can buy a farmer. So I'll buy a farmer to start and show you the farmer. So the farmer has a bigger hole at the place where it's drawing the crops from, and you want that pointing in to your 3x3 block. So you want the bigger block pointing in just like that. So that's pointing in, and then you put seeds into this area. I normally start, seeds are just here in the plantables. When you first start, so life 1, you've only got a choice of wheat seeds, potato and carrot. Now each wheat seed costs 100,000 and you need 9 of them to make an entire farm. So if you see, 900,000 for that, 100,000 for the farmer, it's exactly the same as buying it via the 1 million. The only difference is I've got to choose where I want it to be. You put each of these inside, turn, and it will grow, so you can watch it grow, and as it grows it will then be farmed by the farmer, and it will drop down onto the conveyor belt and into the end. And as you saw, you just got 10,000 at that one hit. It's a 1,000 per corn, and it will keep building up and building up. Now what I sometimes do is, just so it doesn't bounce out, put a little bit of extra protection in along the sides. I then start the next farm. So we need a farmer first. Build a farmer, and that will go here. As you can see, the larger hole is pointing towards the farm, and we've got 200,000 left, so I can only buy 2 lots this time. So 2 of those, and it doesn't matter where you place them in the 3x3 block, it will get all of them, so you don't have to worry about having to place them in a prescribed order, and it will start farming those immediately. So unlike the purchased farm where you need £1 million to do it, you can start a micro farm like this with just 200,000, and 200,000 does take a bit to go, but if you use the Super Cobble farm, that ramps it up really quickly. And the other thing I like to do with these is actually have one pointing in from the other direction. So when we built this, we built it with 2 furnaces followed by a compactor, brick maker, stair maker and slab maker. So when we're working from the other direction, we do it in reverse. So we start with the slab maker, and we want the in to be pointing to the right on this occasion, so away from the conveyor belt. So that's the slab maker. Then we need the stair maker, and again it's pointing the wrong way around, so we turn that around, and it was then the brick maker. 4 of them. Did I actually buy them? Yes I did. Sometimes there's a little bit of time to get through. So that's the brick maker, followed by the compactor. 4 of those please. 2, 3, 4. And then 8 furnaces, because we want to get it all the way up to max level. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So to get it so it goes into all of those nicely without any major problems, we need the directional conveyors, 4 of those again, and we have them pointing in 2 arrows. So like that, as you can see, they've got arrows pointing in. So the one that comes out of here will go into both of those, and the one that comes out of here will go into both of those. So we then need to mirror what's gone on there. So 1 there and 1 there. Now on this side, you actually block the far side one, but it still works. Then 2 back, and then fill in the gap in the middle. So we've got it virtually ready to roll. So in the middle of here, we need to buy a few more bits to get it to work properly. the bits that we need are 2 block breakers, 2 observers, 2 lava buckets and 1 water bucket. So to get that working, we have the breakers there and there, and then we put the observers with a big square facing up with the first one, and then we press T to reverse it so it's pointing down on the second one. And the lava goes in the corners, and the water goes in the middle section. And we've now hopefully got blocks coming out of there which will run through the system and come out at the end like the other ones do. And as we've been building that one extra thing, our money has gone up to 300,000, so we can buy 3 more wheat seeds and go back to the section here and carry on building there. Oops, I put that in the wrong place. I'll try to. There we go. So there's 3 more gone on, and we can immediately go back and do the top up to make it two rows of this whilst we're waiting for the next part. We won't earn quite as much cash as we're doing it this time because it won't take as long, but the super block builder is already building up the cash even more quickly than it was before. So here we go, build that round there, and then up here again, so we need 2 more block breakers, which there's those, 2 more lava buckets, 1 more water bucket, and that goes there. Now remembering on these, where it flashes red you can't place it, so you have to try and time it so it plops in at the right moment. There we go. Lava buckets on the edges and the water bucket in the middle. Oops, I pressed that in the wrong place. If you do that, grab your that. Oh, where's my bucket gone? Grab your bucket and grab the block, and it will go back to normal. You can place it in the right place. Don't panic, no need to panic, and it will all work beautifully and the water will disappear. I've pushed a few of these up here, so just collect those and you can use those for the next level up. Whilst we're doing that level, we've got 200,000, so 2 more wheat farms can be bought, or wheat seeds. So we've not been waiting around for the cash to build up. Whilst we're doing this part, we can be building up our cobblestone makers. So whilst we're waiting again, we could build another one. But the plan ultimately will be to fill this gap in here. In that gap, what we'll be looking for is a composter. Now with a composter, it takes 8,000 of wheat to become 16,000 of soil, so it doubles the amount of money you're getting. And if you can build up enough farms, you can get more and more until you even get pumpkin blocks, where it takes it from 32,000 up to 4 times 16,000, 64,000. So it doubles it all up. So as you go up further into the seeds, so I bought the first seed, which was the wheat seed, but when you go for the potato seeds, it builds up the cash quicker, and so the carrot seeds and so on. So ultimately what I normally do is start by doing a couple of wheat seed farms, then I'll move on to potato seeds as the cash will grow quicker and quicker. And as you start to get up to earning quickly, getting up to 1 million, 2 million, you can quickly build these up and then buy the composter. Oops, wrong one, that one. You can buy the composter, and that quickly enhances the amount of cash you're making, so you can then go up to the next level. So leveling up though, as you can see over here, different number of lives people have got. We're on life 1 because this is our training video, we're just practicing. But if you look, this one, Jason, has got life 6, and the life can be found over here. So where it says L, click on there, it tells you how much money you need for your next life. So the first one is £100 million, which sounds a huge amount of money when you're looking at the amounts that we're getting at the moment. We're struggling to get over 2,000 per second. But as you build up your farms, you quickly can build up that cash. So you're earning at 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 per second, and you can quickly build up to the next life. And as you build up each life, you can get new things. So on, let's do this as a better example. On life 2, you can get coal refineries, you can get coal miners. To be fair, I don't use those too much, to be fair, but they could be useful on life 2 to jump you up to life 3. Because at life 3 is when things start to get really interesting. You get the mushroom farms, and on the mushroom farms there's a lot of tricks that you can do to build up your cash quickly without spending an awful lot of money. So at the moment we seem to be spending a lot of money to get where we want to get to, and you can avoid that a lot of the time when you're working on the level 3 and above. So I'll place another farmer there in preparation for doing this land, and this land I will save up to do the 300,000 to get to the next level of seeds, which is the potato seeds. Because of potato seeds, if we look back at our composter, it shows us that potato seeds are 2,000 each. So you're already doubling what you make on your wheat farm, and you only need half the amount to get up to the soil. So again, you can double up for less money. So the plan will be to get up the next level of seeds at 300,000 and then build that one up. And hopefully I will do a bit of offline grinding, and all I'll be doing is building up my towers there, and so I can buy more 300,000 blocks, and we'll see what happens when we get the composter. So this has been Paul from SurtismGaming. I thank you for listening to this video again. If you have got any questions, please put them in the comments section. Really would appreciate if you could like the video and subscribe, because that makes me feel great that that people are out there listening. And like I say, if you've got any questions, please do feel free to ask in the comments, and I will see if I can answer them. Thanks very much. Paul from SurtismGaming. See you again soon. Bye.